Yeah, it's much better, to be totally honest. I think the overriding thing for me has been that speaking to a lot of the athletes, they've all been incredibly supportive and all been saying well done, everything else. I'll be honest, yesterday I was alright grumpy so-and-so and I wasn't really accepting it, and I was saying no, it's not good enough and everything else. But do you know what, I think for a lot of people an Olympic bronze medal would mean an awful lot to them. So I'm obviously hurting inside, but I'm dealing with that and I'm trying to be as positive as possible. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as I said, I came to this Olympic Games looking to win again. I wanted to become a double Olympic champion. I want to do something that nobody had ever done in my event in Britain, and it is hard when things go wrong. You have sort of slight body issues and whatever else, and seasons don't go as well as planned. I mean, ultimately last year I had a completely clean run at it, and I ended up winning a world title. This year, not so much, and I have to settle for a bronze. But it fills you with a lot of pride still, and gives me that motivation going into next year in the World Championships that I can hopefully retain my world title and get back onto winning ways. No, it was a frustrating one. No, I've been dealing with a slight adductor strain for the last 3 or 4 weeks, which it hurts a lot. But the idea is that basically adrenaline and paracetamol is combine those two, and it numbs a fair amount. So there was little things that you're dealing with, but ultimately, look, it's Olympic Games, you get on with it. Like you can't start worrying or making excuses. So we didn't talk about it, to be totally honest. We dealt with it. I was heavily taped up around my sort of groin and that head of the adductor in order to offload it. You just get on with it. And yes, okay, I would have loved to have had no issues at all, and maybe I could have jumped further, but it is what it is, and I can't change that. So I have to settle for what I've got. Yeah, I mean, I may compete once or twice more, but as I say, I'm injured at the moment, so with a small issue, so I need to let that heal. If I don't let that heal, then I'm in a position where you risk of causing further damage. So there's a chance my season's done now, which isn't a bad thing. I'd like to go on holiday. I've not really been on holiday for a very long time, and I'd like to take my son and my other half away, which would be nice. But we'll see. Going forward over the next 4 years, I mean, the next 2 are quite important to me. It's the Worlds, Commonwealths and Europeans, which I want to try and retain all 3. And then we'll see. Do you know what? Look, if I'm competitive and I still have a chance of winning major championships, yes, I'll go to Tokyo. I love Japan. People are incredibly lovely and great people to be around. So I'd love to think I could do it, but we'll have to assess. I mean, it's a long way off. Well, it was on the night of the competition, so it was on my way back. So yeah, so a bit of a nightmare. Basically, I was unloading the car. It was one of the official cars, so I thought we were safe. My phone was on the chair. As I went back out, sort of ran back out because I sort of realised it was there. I need to get back out for it. The car had left, and the driver had nicked the phone. So trying to track who was who and whatever else has been difficult here, it seems. So yeah, the phone's gone. I'm a bit gutted because I've lost some sort of memories on there, but it is what it is. I try not to be controversial at the moment, but do you know what? No, I think yes and no. I think what it does, obviously, it brings people to a country that probably a lot of people wouldn't come to. They come to see actually what it's like in a country in South America. I think that's very important to do. I think possibly what would have been a better approach, rather than just giving Olympics so close to a World Cup, would be doing something like a World Championships here first. So it's less of an impact, first of all, to the economy and to the people, and then actually see whether or not it can work going forwards. So possibly I think someone like a Boston would have been a better choice for multiple reasons, but equally they're doing the very best they possibly can here. The people are being incredibly polite, lovely, and whatever else in general. So they are doing their very best, and it's still going to be a good Olympics. Sadly, it'll be nothing like London, and I think we'll still remember London as the greatest.